Criteria D by Juliana Castro, Luca Manil, Diego Ortega, Álvaro Jiménez, and Jibin Luo. So, first of all, what is combustion? Combustion is a chemical reaction between a fuel and an oxidant that produces an oxidized product. Usually, it's between a hydrocarbon and oxygen to yield carbon dioxide, water, and heat. So, an example would be hydrocarbon plus oxygen, it turns into carbon dioxide plus water and heat. Or CH4 plus 2O2 is CO2 and H2O. So, types of combustion. The types of combustion are complete combustion, that it completely burns in oxygen and requires a combination of fuel and oxygen. It will leave a trail of dioxide. Incomplete combustion, it does not have enough oxygen to fully react. Rapid combustion, it needs external heat, energy, and will die after the fuel is burnt up. It will have large amounts of lead and light energy at a very rapid pace. Spontaneous combustion, it has no outside energy, an increase in temperature due to an internal reaction. An example would be phosphorus will self-ignite at a room temperature without any application of heat. And explosive, rapid pace of force needs to ignite the fuel, heat, light, and sound energy will produce almost immediately. The three things that combustion needs is heat, oxygen, and fuel. As you see here, it needs fuel, heat, and oxygen so that it will exhaust. It will enter the reaction. It will release exhaust and heat, and the heat will enter back the reaction again and again and again. We see how the main property of this reaction is that it reacts quickly with oxygen. Then we have examples of we have gas leaks, that is bad for the environment. It can build to an explosive concentration. We have oil spillages. Oil spillages can coat everything it touches, and if combustion happens, everything will catch on fire. The fire will leave a site of production carbon monoxide and pollute the air. Carbon monoxide pollution. This gas deprives the body of oxygen since it replaces oxygen. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide are a side product of combustion when in touch with carbonaceous materials like trees. And noise and air pollution. It can cause cardiovascular and respiratory diseases like cancer. Noise pollution ruins sleep schedules since it is very loud. All of these things are very bad for the environment since it pollutes the environment or it damages our body. For a suggestion, we said that carbon monoxide pollution by approved appliances by the public health care inspector should to avoid the use of carbon monoxide appliances like cars and grills. The strength of this is that it will lead to a safer environment, and a lot of people would die less due to carbon monoxide poisoning and respiratory diseases such as cancer or pulmonary failure because of the pollution in the air. The atmosphere would slowly heal by itself, and there won't be that many floods because the ice would not melt. So it will help a lot the environment, and it will help a lot the planet. But it also has some negative, like it would ruin parties and destroy the health diets that consist mainly of meats. Traveling would be really hard since many electric cars still depend on fuel because some generators run on carbon monoxide. So it isn't. Going full carbon free at once isn't really a viable option, but slowly turning the world more carbon monoxide free and into a cleaner, greener world is a good alternative since it helps the environment, helps the people living in it. But we can't shut it down at once because it will shut down a large part of the economy and a large part of people's lives. We can see how combustion is bad for the environment a lot of times because it's bad for Earth, and but it also helps humanity because it makes a lot of things that humans are used to having and used to using every day. So it's a good and bad thing for the environment. it's a bad thing for the environment, but it helps humanity, and it has helped humanity throughout history. So we need to find a greener solution that could also help the planet, that could also help humanity and the economy, and the people that work in that area. So a solution could be using more electric generators, solar energy, but since some of them depend on combustion, carbon monoxide, we should find more solutions that are completely green and that it will help the whole economy.